Hello everybody, hope you're having a good day. So today you can start registering for everything, basically for the most part. So to start off, let's talk about picking registration for picking up passes. So I believe 5 is picking up pass and 6, actually let me double check just in case. Yeah, 5 is batch pickup and 6 is Pokemon Center. So for those that picking up badges, you have to secure your time slot to pick up the badges. The earlier the better, because then you can have more time to pick up your Pokemon, to go to a Pokemon Center. You have more room of which days you can go. You can probably change it, but I already did a video. Don't try to do it. Just figure out a time that you can go and just do it. Kind of. They open pretty late. They open like until 8 for on some days, and you have the reservation is like an hour. So for example, you can schedule at 7 to 8 p.m. for example. So then you pick up the pass say on Wednesday, Thursday before the actual event on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's probably more ideal, because then you can schedule a Pokemon Center anytime you want, which is at 6, location 6. So when you enter, they set you, like when you log in, they ask for your username, but your username basically is your email address you use for registering this event, which is whatever blah 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 at whatever email account thing like Outlook and whatnot, kind of email address. That's your username, and then your password. If you forget, you can use the forget password thing and send the email to your email to reset a password. So that's the pickup. Try to register as early as possible in terms of that, just because that will give you more room for the Pokemon Center reservation later. So the Pokemon reservation has started for competitors already, like couple days ago. It's on the 6th. That's when they started, and they last until the 10th. So between the 6th and the 10th, that's when the competitors have signed up. The regular spectators ones is multi-days that started, I believe, on the 12th today, up until I don't know up until when, but if I were expecting the same math, if the same math is mathing, as in they do 4 days and close for 2 days before you do the next shot, I'm expecting the 12th until the 16th, maybe it's 17th, I don't know, give or take. Don't quote me. And then the next, which is for the multi-day users, you should already get the emails already. No point of going too early. They tell you the time. For example, it's multi-day is 9 a.m. PST. And then I'm expecting probably single passes around 18th, at if we assume the same rates of going. I'm making assumptions there. So do watch out for that email and sign up stuff. I did snoop around the sign up how it works before the 10th. So basically, it asks you which pass you have for the sign up. So you cannot sign up too early. Basically, if you get the link forward to you, you cannot sign up early. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. You enter your first name, last name, email address, what pass you have, and then after that, you pick the lottery you want to enter. You have to Stife the plush toys, the Stife plush toys, which I'm just telling you guys, I collect that brand of plush toys. It has no valuation of increase, except it was the limited artist series. If it's not, which is this case, so artist series means, for example, it's made of special material like mohair and stuff, and if they do, they have a special box for it. I knew it because I have one. I have one and only one over 15 years with me, so that's why I knew they are different. The box is different. It's different quality and stuff. For the general average toy person, they also made the economic, I'm gonna say that way, options as well. The economic options basically just put on the shelf type, kind of. Those has of course no valuation. They look almost identical except like on the outside, except if you look at the material and everything, it is different. The joints, the material, and everything is different. The tag is a little bit different sometimes. Sometimes the button of the tag is different, because it's basically generic ones versus like the ones that's gold buttons, like as in gold, like really gold buttons. So they're different. The artist series will have like not just like mohair. It has different like it might come with wood for the companion material as well. For those that are interested, put in comments. I'll do the stupid plush video as well, so you guys can see what I meant by economic versus artist series. I can tell you that my Winnie the Pooh did not go up in price. I have a Winnie the Pooh roly poly. It was retail for 400 something. It never increased in price. It actually depreciated. So for those scalpers thinking of scalping that thing because you're not even interested, you're just thinking of reselling it, I can tell you that right now. Sure, if you resell right away, maybe you get it because someone's crazy enough to buy it. I'm just telling you guys, this thing has zero inflatable values. Is that the right way? It's not like those limited additional Barbies where you can sell it like even after 15 years later because they really like have a market for it. Stife don't. So just in case there's someone crazy who says, I just buy it, I can sell it later. You know what? The later you sell it, the worse it is. I can tell you that right now already. If you're into Pokemon, you're not supposed to do that. Don't do that. And Stipe, this brand, they are great when they become the artist series. I mean, even their generic economic options, like my piggy, he's good, he's great. He's higher priced than regular plush that I would buy for that same size. Because I remember my mom was like, that's small. You know, moms. So I have the real economic. My piggy is like kind of like that small, kind of. It's not a ripoff, right? Well, no, I shouldn't say ripoff. It's not high value items, but it's higher than average plush compared to different brands and stuff. And then there's the Winnie the Pooh mohair with the wooden roly poly one that I have. That depreciated if you ask me. And it's been Winnie the Pooh, wood, everything that kind of like check the list. I collect because I love Winnie the Pooh. For those of you that knows about it, so that's why I was like, there's gonna be a bunch of people buying for no reasons and not knowing what they're getting because they don't. So just for background, I collect plush for like over 30 years, but that's not why I get experience with it. The reason why I get experience with it is because my aunts used to own a chained toy stores, and and by the way, that toy store actually loses money over almost every single year, and that was her hobby for me too. So it was like a gift shop, sell stickers, all the fun stuff, stationery, plush toys, and everything. And she went to Milan every year and Japan every year, actually multiple times a year for Japan, to go to stores to buy huge stock shipment to kind of like ship it back to her store. So that was her hobby. So that's what I'm saying. She loses money every year. That was for her book too. So it's kind of funny. It was like this business is actually helping for balancing out the actual profit. Well, I should say balancing out, but you know what I'm saying. Like kind of it's kind of like write off every single freaking year. But then I go to her store a lot, so I kind of like immensely. I went to the tours with her and stuff like that, so that's why I do kind of comparatively speaking, and that's why I love Japanese plush and European plush because of that, because that was her niche, that was her market, kind of comparatively speaking. Not Jacob Katz, for example. You guys probably knew I'm into that because that used to be a European brand before it transitioned to Chinese ish brand. I mean, they were big in Japan too. I'm talking about like over 30 years ago, so yeah, kind of there. So that's that. So that's why I was like, that's the plush. Anyway, I derail. The other thing you can get, Laurie, is the Bear Walkers skateboards. There's no announcement that he's joining this year as guest and online, so I'm not sure because I think he's opening his store. He's on the East Coast, Florida-ish. So I'm not sure if he's coming to the West Coast, California for the event this year. And I think his store has like One Piece action right now going on, so maybe he's too busy. I don't know if he's attending Pokemon thing. I guess that's what I'm saying. Usually if he has is coming, he will have like those like meet and greet events, and people will buy his skateboard or bring his skateboard for an autograph. But we don't see that this year on the plan yet, so maybe he's not coming. That's my guess. That's my speculation, pure speculation that he's not coming. But then he has two skateboard that is not reviewed yet. What it looks like this year, just he might not be there. So for those that plan to get his autographs, yeah, you might not get one. And if you're planning to get the skateboard just for his autograph, you might also be kind of aware of that. And then the last was the probably the more, I guess they need to put an item for the cards, so they put the TCG Ascending Hero pin set there. So for those collecting cards, I guess that's a no-brainer. You probably will join the lottery. For those that are not playing cards, then probably will not, because that's not a high-value item. It's not like last year they have ETBs and stuff. There's like just a pins collection. It's not even a poster. It's not even a what do you call that? The like the EV box or something like that. Is not. It's just a pin collection, which is great in some sense, because then people can scalp the cards kind of for winning the lottery, because there are people that doing it last year. They will have, like I said, they will have ETBs there, but it's limited one per person, and it's hand given, it's hand provided. So I'm expecting it maybe they give you a voucher when you enter, because you usually line up an hour already if they if they have staff to do it, because they basically just walk the queue and it's like, okay, which one you want, and give a voucher, and you hold out a voucher if you want items, kind of. And you can only redeem one anyway, so you can only get one voucher. Maybe they do that, or maybe you just check out at the cashiers to see whatever they have at that point. I don't know how they do it. It makes sense if you're waiting in line that you do it up front, and then just have everything stock up at the queue at the end, because usually checkout is busy, because usually people buy not just one item, people buy like plushies, keychains, events driven items and stuff like that. So who knows? So they will have ETBs hand given, and also the booster bundle also. So there's like keep saying ABC option. Ascending Heroes, Chaos Rising, and Pitch Black. So those are the three options. I call it the ABC meal. So just pick one of the thing. You can only get one ETB of the ABC, and you can only get one booster pack ABC while supply lasts. So yeah, so when you sign up, and I already did a video about it, make sure you did do it kind of like before, to figure out your schedule before you do it, as in, because you want to figure out your schedule and what time you can go. For example, there's I believe so is like 11, yeah, or something. Hold on, let me see. So is 11:30 to 12:30, and Pokemon Center experience is likely to be 2 to 3 hours, depending on the line and everything, how they control it this year, how many people are doing. I don't know if they, because there's probably more people this year. I don't know how they're doing it, but last year is like minimum two, I would say. So you probably want 2 or 3 hours buffer. So which means you cannot, you don't want to sign up a Pokemon Center at 11 if you plan to go so potentially if you win that lottery. So just to show you guys, when you're registering, this is my husband, me attempting to register. So this is the bottom where to talk about the selection of your lottery drawing. But when you pick a time, after you pick a time, it will look like this. It will say location, busy, retrying. It will retry 5 times. I don't know how that works, but we keep getting kicked out, so don't be frustrated, because apparently that's what happened for every single one person. Also, the timing then that matters. So for example, when we saw it on the 10th, we can see there's less time options. But yeah, there's more time options opened up as the new batch opens. So just saying. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy today's part. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye.